Hi, nice to see you. In the last structure one video, we talked about axis, how to turn without breaking axis. And we also talked about moving right hip diagonally back during backswing. Okay? Today, let's move to structure 2, connection, the second of the 4 structures of swing. Okay? After structure 1, I thought I solved the big problems, sway. And then I expected a clear improvement in my swing. But it didn't happen. So I tried to understand the reason. And then I found another big problem. Until then, I was swinging with my arms only. And then my arms were bent and were moving independently. And my swing depended on timing. So under that circumstance, improving consistency was almost impossible. So I asked a different question. What actually brings consistency? So I found an answer. It was a stable swing radius. So if it was swing radius every time, everything changes, right? So I asked another question. So what controls stable swing radius? And thought about it. It was not hands. It was not arms, right? Stable radius, right? It was a connection between arms and body. Stable swing radius. So I had to stop using my arms. So I needed connection. So at first, I tried to force the connection and then use this drill. I think you are familiar with this too, right? With this drill too. So connection. So whenever during the drill, I feel connection. Then problem is, as soon as I remove the towel from my armpit, my swing went back. So it didn't work. And I didn't understand why at that moment. And later I found the reason it didn't work was the tension in my arms. If tension builds in my arms, connection breaks. So connecting arms and body by force doesn't work because tension builds in. So I needed to find a way to build the connection and maintain connection during swing. So I kept researching and testing, and then I found 3 conditions for connection. Okay, let me talk about it one by one. The first condition was this. Arms stay in front of my body. Okay, arms stay in front of my body. Okay, if arms move outside the body, connection breaks. On even anatomical perspective, if we just put our arms in front of our body, our armpit naturally connects, right? This is how our body works. So this is the first condition. So even during backswing, so if I make this, I I maintain connection, right? I keep connection and make a backswing. And if I turn like this, my arms are in front of my body, right? This is the first condition. My arms stay in front of my body. That's first condition. The second condition I found was space. So do you remember the structure one, the cue, during backswing, moving our right hip diagonally, right? If we move like this, space will be created here, okay, in front of our body. So this space helps us, our arms, to connect with the body. Because the space, if there is space, our arms don't need to escape. We just use the space. So this is the second question. Second condition is we need the space and we need to use the space. Okay, the second. So structure one connects to structure two. The third condition is sequence. So if our arms move independently, if our arms move earlier than the body, tension builds in. Whenever our arms move independently and even move earlier than the body, tension builds in and connection breaks. Connection disappears. So, sequence means this. I will show you three types of swing. So try to tell the difference, right? The first swing. Okay, second. Third. Can you tell the difference? They might look almost identical, right? But I feel clear difference among those three types of swing. I will explain. The first swing, I used my arms. I moved my arms earlier than the body. And connection disappeared. Connection broke. And the second one was this one. I tried to move the arms and body together. I felt it neutral, okay? Third one, I tried to move my body earlier than the arms by about 0.01 seconds, okay? Fraction of seconds. I tried to move my body earlier than the arms. Connection is maintained. That's the sequence, okay? So, arms should not move earlier than the body. That's sequence. So, these are three conditions. The first one, arms stay in front of the body. Second one, we should be able to create the space and use. Third one, sequence. Body move earlier than the arms, right? And if we maintain this connection to the top of the backswing, we can feel kind of unit. Bundle. I call it backswing unit. So if we are able to create this backswing unit, so this backswing unit is closely related with lower body movement. I'll explain this in structure 3, okay? So this is about the connection, the structure 2. But before I close the talk, I'd like to share with you two more details related to these three conditions, these two connection issues. The first one is left arm extension. And when I learned golf for the first time, lesson pro told me, extend the left arm and tried, but I couldn't hit solidly, the ball solidly. And then I just accepted this one. I bent my arm. So I had no kind of deep thinking about this one. And then while I was studying the structure 2, connection, I found this left arm extension is really important. Why? The first reason why we need to extend this left arm is this one. So if we bend our left arm during backswing, our right arm bends too, right? And connection breaks. Connection breaks. So this is left arm extension is important to maintain this one, to keep our arms in front of our body. Left arm extension is important. This one. Then the question is how to extend this left arm. So left arm extension by force breaks connection, right? Because tension builds in. So how? So when we set up, we naturally extend our arms, right? And then with this position, we move our body first, and just the left arm follows. And we can sustain the extension of left arm. This is a left arm extension. Left arm extension shouldn't be made by force. It should be made by naturally, okay? Through sequence. That was my finding. The second one is takeaway. And you might have heard this one. Don't move. Move your body and arms together like this. For the first 30 centimeters of takeaway, do this. You must have seen this, right? So I tried to find the why. And I found the two objectives for this one. The first one is this. By doing this, we can put our arms in front of our body, right? This is first objective. The second objective, this is more important than the first one, is this one. I talked about the sequence. You might guess, right? I talked about the sequence. If you move your arms earlier than the body, connection breaks. So the reason why lesson pros say that do this means it's a kind of warning. Warning. Don't move your arms earlier than your body. Try to move them at least simultaneously with your body, or try to keep the sequence. Try to move the body earlier than the arms, okay? So if you use your arms, if you break the connection, you cannot build that again during the swing. So this first short movement decides total quality of the swing. That was the reason I found, okay? So let me summarize structure 2 connection. So for consistency of swing, one of the most important factors is stable swing radius, and connection between arms and body builds that. And then there are 3 conditions for that connection. The first one is arms must stay in front of our body during the swing. Second, we should be able to create space and use the space. And third one, we should keep sequence. Arms shouldn't move earlier than the body. Okay? That is about connection. So, this is it. And then in the next video, so I'll talk about downswing, structure 3, and space, which is closely related to quality downswing. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.